Almost everyone in this room has asked to be given the chance to say a few words about Marvin. If we had said yes, we'd be here until the first Seder on Pesach night. But to represent all of you, we have asked 4 of Marvin's good friends to speak. Please welcome the first 2, the former Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, and from the floor, Mr. Monty Hall.
Thank you. I want to begin by acknowledging someone who almost is never acknowledged at these events, but is as deserving as anyone because he works not just tonight, but 365 days a year, year after year, on behalf of SHAARE ZEDEK. And that's Paul Jesser, who just walked out around there. And see, wait, Paul, for 1 second. Farrell Jesser. You know,
I know where your skeletons are, so be careful.
yes, good. They all know where my skeletons are. But he gives not just his time, but he gives his life to this organization. And I was honored to go with Paul and Sam Yebri, who you all know, yes, to Israel not so long ago. It was about almost 2 years now. And we had an opportunity to make the same visit that Marvin made just recently. And I can tell you, I know that he'll share, that you walk away from SHAARE ZEDEK, a hospital in Jerusalem at a time of great conflict, and unfortunately, as you all know, and it's why we all support the state of Israel, there's been conflict from even before the founding of the state of Israel. And this hospital treats, as was mentioned, the victims, the recent victims, but the victims of the Intifada, the victims over the last decades. But they also treat the perpetrators of that violence. And that is, I think, what makes SHAARE ZEDEK and the state of Israel so different than the neighborhood that they operate in. And I just think it's very, very important that Marvin has allowed us to honor him tonight. In many ways, we're going full circle. I was honored now a year and a half ago, and Marvin was to be the chair of that event. And as you all know, he was stricken by illness and could not participate. And now I get the honor to be here as an honorary chair of this event. And the number of people here tonight is, I think, an indication, not just of our support for SHAARE ZEDEK, though everyone here should walk away and next year and the year after support this wonderful hospital. We're here in no small part because Marvin and Libby and the Markowitz family have been such mainstays in this community, have given back and engaged in good deeds and mitzvah throughout the decades and the years. And so we honor you, Marvin. We honor you tonight for the generosity of spirit, for your kindness, for your understanding that to whom much is given, much is expected. And you have always given back. And the fact that you personally called so many of the people who are here tonight to be here, not to honor you and Libby and your family, but to honor the people who work every day at SHAARE ZEDEK. Thank you so much. And so, can I have that glass there? Can I have the glass of wine? No, I don't need that. I don't need a script. Paul wrote a script for me, but I don't do scripts, even though I asked for one. I want to toast you. Marvin, as you know, in the Jewish religion, there's a notion of tikkun olam, the repair of the world. SHAARE ZEDEK and you have something in common. You have committed your life to repairing the world. Your family has given back in a way that tries to do justice and tzedakah. And so, on behalf of all of the people here, I would like to toast you and honor you for your service. Thank you all very much. And as I said, I hope next year every one of you decide this is one of the organizations that you want to give back to. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting next to Marvin is someone that needs no further introduction, the famous Mr. Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Is this okay? I agreed with our Master of Ceremonies this evening, because when I walked in and saw all these costumes, I thought I was doing the show all over again. But I'm not giving away any prizes tonight, but I am going to do one thing that pleases me very much. I'm going to pay tribute to a good friend. You know, many years ago, and for 31 years, I had a tennis tournament on behalf of diabetes at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. And we raised a lot of money, did great stuff. And each year, we had an honoree. And I didn't know Marvin at that time, but a member of my group said, I have your honoree for this year. A great guy, I want you to meet him. And I met Marvin. He not only accepted, but unlike most honorees, he didn't shrug his shoulders and say, well, do I have to do anything? He said, what can I do? And we asked him to do a few things for us, which he did, including the fact that we said we need a meeting place. So could we have the back of the restaurant? Marvin says, no, it's too busy there, but across the road on Pico, I have a building. Well, he's got buildings everywhere. And in the back of the building, there's a big room. You can have that for a meeting room. And I'll send over my staff, and they'll set it up for you, and you'll have a meeting room. I said, wonderful. Incidentally, Marvin, it's a dinner meeting. Oh, in that case, I'll send over the food. Platters and platters of deli came over. We used to get about 10 people come on our committee to the meeting. As soon as we started serving the food, we had 35 people come to a meeting. Everybody came out. And we did that for year after year after year, which we appreciated. I appreciated it so much that I have another group that meets. These are television comedy writers and producers, and we've been meeting for years. And we moved our location from other places to the back of Factor's Delicatessen. We meet there every 2 weeks. And it's a real good group. For many times, Marvin would come into this group, see us sitting there, hello everybody, how are you doing? I'll pick up the check. We appreciated that very much. So Marvin, I now pray for the day when you will walk in to our meeting. I said walk in to our meeting. And you'll not only walk into the meeting, but you'll pick up the check again. Ladies and gentlemen, I offer you a toast again. This time it'll be in Mike Burston's native Mamaloshan. It is to Agita Neshuma, to Marvin Markowitz.
Thank you, Monty Hall. Thank you so much.